इन्हां चीज़ां च किवें मतलब किवें बोझ लेके घूमदे
pressure and teachers also, how much of a value have they added while you were studying? So Parth, when you were in school, did you already have a prejudgment that this teacher doesn't know much, or this teacher just come in to fill in time?
Kids always have that.
They're so smart.
I guess that is, kids are too smart. They judge. Moreover, they get to know when teacher explains or when he teaches that how willing he is to teach us. So what's the perspective of him or her, like why he is there. So
is he just doing a job?
Yeah.
Or is he doing it from his heart, like he's correct?
किन्ने गैर विद्यालय कमां तुसीं लाया होया, मतलब पता नहीं किन्ने को, मैं क्योंकि मेरा एक दोस्त टीचर आ, वो महीने चो हफ्ता की मैंने लगदा स्कूल जांदा, उस तो बाद तो फिर वो कोई कदे किसे काम ओनू भेजिया होया, कदे किसे, वो कहंदा मैं तो पूरे महीने च बस 5-7 क्लासां ही लाउंदा हूंगा.
Yeah, moreover teachers, you know, the greed or whatever is said, desires of everyone has increased. Like if he's talking about teachers, so teachers, they want more money, so for that they don't give a good lecture in the class for which they are paid for. Instead they ask students, so that they can fill in their pockets, and
so their mind is somewhere else. So they are busy looking at how much more money can I earn. So it's a whole look, you know, because when they go to school, you already have an assumption that my teacher is good or not good. Should I take him or her at some value? Do you have that, Jaskaran?
Yeah, we do have. Some teachers are there who have tuitions at home.
Other than having tuitions, do you take your teachers very seriously? Do you think they know what they are teaching and they're very good at their job?
That depends on the seriousness. If the teacher is really serious and have a strict control over the students, so they do listen to the teacher. But some of the teachers are like, they are like not too serious about even teaching, so they just come and like talk, and so the students are like.
इन बातों से तो ये लग रहा है कि यूथ बहुत समझदार है.
हाँ,
इतना जो समझदार है वो इतना फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है, ना समझ नहीं.
I am going to take a very short break at this point, but do stay tuned because we are discussing the growing anger of students and how smart they really are. Welcome back, and now we discuss is young India growing older at a younger age. Ma'am, would you agree with that? That these young kids who already know it all, yes. They don't even take the teachers seriously. I don't think they take their parents so seriously either.
Yes.
Are they getting wiser quicker?
They are. They are not growing older, they are growing up very fast.
Very fast.
Yes. And because right from when they are very young, you know, because both the parents are working, they've had to fend for themselves. So many kids open their the lock of their house when they come back from school. They heat their food in the microwave and eat it themselves.
But that's the way the West functions.
That's the way even India, large urban India is functioning. You know, because both the parents are working. So they are fending for themselves, that's there. So what we need now, since it is grown up, the youth is already grown up, what we need now is to just in some way or the other, I don't know how, maybe it will begin when they are very little, but we need to understand one very important aspect, that anger is a response to a stimuli. That stimuli may have developed over a period of time. That may happen like this, but it is always a response. So the ability to control responses, that kind of training has to be given. We can't ask youth not to get angry. We can't ask anybody not to get angry, but we should have some system by which, you know, maybe in schools, maybe some kind of anger management, some kind of system by which they are told that when you are angry, this is how you need to control, because it will lead to destruction.
Jitinder, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਨੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੀ ਸਮਾਰਟ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ. I mean it's a global world. ਜੋ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਮਾਰਟ ਨੇ. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ
ਤਕਨੀਕ ਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਸਾਰਾ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਹੋਇਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਧਿਆ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਅਡਲਟਸ ਦੀ, ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਐਂਡ ਐਸ ਟੀਚਰਸ, ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੇਜ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ. ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਇੰਨਾ ਫਰਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਥੋੜਾ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ਰ ਵੱਧ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਜ਼ਿਊਮਰਿਜ਼ਮ ਵੱਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖਪਤਵਾਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੋਚ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਜੀਨ ਆ ਇਹ ਇੰਨੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਕੰਜ਼ਿਊਮਰ ਹੀ ਸਮਝਿਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਸਮਝਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗਰੋ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਉਹ ਫਿਰ
you're really nodding to everything part. Agreeing to that. So you is buying having a nice phone, is that important?
That depends how a person feels.
No, amongst all of you, would it matter to you if you just had an ordinary phone?
No, it would have not mattered to me, but it would have mattered to the people who is saying, hey, you are having this phone only. So you know that adds up, because the people feel that if someone is having BlackBerry or iPhone, that adds to that X factor. So that is all which we are discussing, that people want to look cool. So that is a factor which adds up to that.
What you're wearing, what you're carrying.
Also means that you are less confident of yourself.
Yeah.
You need this and that to make yourself look cool. Why can't you be cool on your own?
ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਣੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਿਲਮ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੁਝ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਐਕਟਰ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਅਸੀਂ, ਉਹ ਕੁਝ ਵੀਅਤਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਅਫਗਾਨਿਸਤਾਨ ਕੁਝ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਤਾਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਰਤਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਰਤਦੇ, ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਸ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੋਕਲ ਮਕਾਮੀ ਸਿਆਸਤ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਲਮੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਸੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਕਸੂਰ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ
again I want to ask Parth this, do you feel after you finished college, how much does your college engage you? How many more activities do you have that keeps you busy and you're not in the cool factor of materialism? Then your mind is somewhere else. You're thinking of which university shall I get into? What should I be doing with myself? Is that
that is actually less, you know. It all depends on students what they want to do. University or a college just provides a platform. The building which has to be constructed is by the students. So it all depends how willing you are and what all you want to do. So when you are willing to do something, you
have lots of clubs.
Yeah, there are clubs, there are music clubs, dance clubs, photography clubs, and then there are regular festivals happening. So that leads to an overall improvisation of a person.
So you're well engaged, you feel, or you still have a lot of time to have
no, it all depends what I want to do. I get engaged accordingly. So
does your school engage you enough, or do you, after school you're home and that's it?
No, that we have to go for tuitions. So it depends on what stream we had taken. If it's a non-med or science student, so he has lots of tuitions, like 2-3 tuitions one after the other. So if it's like a commerce student, so that depends, 2 tuitions.
And that brings us to the point, do they have far more pressure than anybody, than any of the generations that have gone by?
They have a lot of pressure. There is peer pressure, there is parental pressure, there is societal pressure, yes, professional pressure. You have to excel everywhere and in every field. And if I may add here, because I am from the field of mass communication, the online world has opened up so many windows to them that you know, now it is far more easier to connect with situations, events and everything happening far away, and that is leading to a disconnect amongst your own family members. See, all 4 members of the family will sit with 4 laptops and discuss
more
issues.
Than pressure we are discussing, I guess the willingness to do work, that can actually make a change. If like if you are not a topper, like generally what society feels that only toppers will get good jobs, like if I'm in college, then it depends on me, what how can I search my ways. Like if we say that
media, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਅਖਬਾਰ ਚਾਹੇ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਟ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਅਖਬਾਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਚੈਨਲਸ ਦੀ, ਕਿ ਉਹ 2 ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਜਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਈਐਸ ਬਣ ਗਏ ਟੌਪਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁੰਡਾਗਰਦੀ ਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਤੇ ਲੜਕੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਬਰ ਬਣ ਗਈ, ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਚਾਲ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਖਬਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ
two ends of the spectrum we are looking at, you know, extreme cases.
ਦੋਵੇਂ
Yes, that's what we are looking at.
Yeah, you were saying?
So I feel like more than pressure, so it is more like what you actually wish to do. If you have a desire, you can actually search for your ways. So I don't feel that there is much pressure. It's all about how you feel like doing, and it's more about searching ways.
You know, because एक तरफ तो कह रहे कि ये समझदार भी ने, इन्होंने पता भी है सारा कुछ, so इन्ना भी नहीं आप कह सकते कि हाँ जी आप पटक गए, इन्होंने कुछ पता नहीं लगे, इन्हें भी innocent नहीं है, they're pretty responsible to a large extent, सारा कुछ इन्हें दे हत्था च है. So what would be a way forward to channelize their energies?
जितेंद्र, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੋਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਅਦਾਰੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ 10 ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਪੇਂਟਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਓ, 10 ਚੰਗੇ ਬੁੱਤ ਸਾਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਓ, ਕਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਵਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾਊ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਫਲਾਣੇ ਐਕਟਰ ਤੇ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਵੀ, ਮਤਲਬ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਹੋਰ 4 ਗੱਲਾਂ. ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੋਝ ਆ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ, ਉਹਦਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਬੰਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੇ, ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਰੁਚੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵੱਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ, ਜਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ.
Archana, last few words. How would you see a way forward?
I think because the frustrations that are rising are because of that ambition factor, that they want to excel, they want to, you know, even when they are in villages, they want to achieve something and they're not getting from the society. I think respect for any kind of work, you know, has to be encouraged. So more encouragement to vocational education, like he says, painters or carpenters or masons, they are also important people. That thing is gone. Everybody gets into that rut of one form of education, and that leads to frustration in the end. So where your talent lies, you go ahead and you do it, and that work will get respect in society.
Jaskaran, what would you want to do when you grow up?
I'm really confused. I really don't know. I know it's the time we should decide, but there are so many things going on in my mind, because what I feel is like 3 Idiots देखिए, so that is what we want to do.
मतलब काफी असर होता है वैसे.
Yeah. So it is like कि जिस चीज में interest है, you should go for that. But parents का pressure आ जाता है, no, you have to
become a full circle.
Yeah, become a full circle. So and they're young in a way, because you can't make up your mind.
Yeah. But I think is 3 Idiots tells you to strive for excellence.
Yeah.
You have to be excellent.
हाँ जी.
Sorry, मैं फिल्म, क्योंकि मैं फिल्म बनाने वाला बंदा, तो मैं एक छोटी सी गल करनी चाहना कि ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀਅਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਰ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਉੱਤੇ, ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਫੋਟੋ ਆਈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਬ ਸੱਟਿਆ ਤੇ 3 ਬੱਚੇ ਭੱਜੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਬਲਿਸ਼ ਹੋਈ ਤੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਜੰਗ ਦਾ ਪਾਸਾ ਪਲਟ ਗਿਆ. ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਫਿਲਮਾਂ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਹਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਨੇ, ਜਿੱਥੇ मतलब बड़े बड़े बंब सट्टे उन्होंने जंगलों ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲਾਤੀ, ਤੇ मतलब ਇਹ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਇਨਸੈਂਸਿਟਿਵ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਡੀਅנס ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਨੇ ਹੋ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੀਨ ਦਿਖਾ ਕੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ.
ਉਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਸੀਗੀ ਨਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੂਵੀ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਮਾਰ ਕੁਟਾਈ ਐਟਸੈਟਰਾ. Anyway, I have to close at this point. Yeah, this will carry on, but I'll just close by saying anger among teens is normally seen as a sign of growing up, reacting to the harsh realism of adulthood knocking at the door. But violence, abuse, crime, even the extreme act of killing, these are dangerous and unforgivable signs. Parenting in such a scenario becomes of utmost importance, and so is strict action. Deterrence does play on young mind, but most important, teachers need to discuss and not ignore such incidents in classrooms. Well, that's what we have for our Prime, and thank you so much for being with us.